Hey, my friend. This is our energy forecast for February 21st through the 27th. We've got our moon energy we're going to be talking about today. We've got a couple of things that we are preparing for with our new moon coming next week. And we've also got some reminders of some energy that we're still in. Plus, we have that auspicious day of 2/22, 2022. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, not too much, just that it is a very interesting day with a very interesting moon sign. Okay, my friend. Hey, Danny C. Muniz, your spiritual designer, here to talk all things astrology, spirituality. I help people find clarity on their spiritual journey. And today we're going to start off with our moon energy, because here's the thing. The moon is our emotional energy. It is our intuitive energy, our innate reaction and responses. And it tends to be what drives us in many, many ways. So it's really important for us to know where our moon is in the sky and how that energy may affect us. So we start off Monday and Tuesday in the beautiful, balancing, harmonious energy of our air sign, Libra. Libra is an air sign, so we tend to have a little bit more of the thinking, the mental activity when our moon is in our air signs. So if you are a air sign, if you are a Libra, this is really going to be some good energy for you, some really powerful energy. It might feel really natural for you. This is if your sun, moon, or rising sign are in the Libra sign. Also, our other air signs are Gemini and Aquarius. You might also enjoy this energy as well, because it is very much that mental activity. Now, our fire signs, you can flow with this energy pretty easily. You may get a little bit caught up in thinking too much about something, but for the most part, you might be okay. This is usually pretty good for fire signs. And then our earth signs and our water signs, this might be a little bit more of a struggle for you, especially our earth signs. Our water signs, you may have the tendency to be a little bit more thinking and emotional, and you know how that goes, right? Earth signs, it may be really hard for you to focus, same with water signs. So this energy can be a little bit challenging for some of us, but no worries, because we can use this to our advantage. So if you do struggle with this energy, or even if you are, this is a really good energy for you, here are some things that you can do during this Libra energy. Working on partnerships or collaborations. So whether it's looking to collaborate with somebody on a project, or work with somebody on a project, or in your personal life, your relationships, your friendships, your significant other, your partner, good time to work on and connect with those relationships. Today, actually, Tuesday, this auspicious day of 2/22/22, is the number 2, right? It's a lot of twos in there, which is the pairing. So you can use this energy also because it tends to be very flighty, as I like to think about it. It's harder to stay focused on one topic, especially for me. I'm an earth sign. And so because of that, the things to do today are things that aren't going to take a whole lot of focus, things that are more quick things to quick finish up, to wrap up, to do. Errands are a really good thing to do today, or just shifting what you're focused on, right? Maybe set 45-minute blocks or 30-minute blocks on something, or really, if it really struggling and you really need to focus, you can diffuse a couple of different essential oils, like peppermint is my favorite right now, but there are some others. I know rosemary is a really other popular one, but I put it in my diffuser and it really helps me stay focused. I also turn off notifications. I put things away so that I can stay focused. So those are some tips for you. Now, as the moon moves on, as we can see, oh, I just realized I'm not showing you guys our chart. Let me show you our chart here. Okay, so as you can see on our chart here, our Sun right here in Aquarius, and our beautiful moon over here in Libra. Now, let me go ahead and move that over to Tuesday. As you can see, we're still in that energy of Libra and actually going to be conjunct our North Node in just a bit. And then, I'm sorry, our South Node in just a bit. All right. Oh, I said that right. I said that right. My brain is off today. Maybe I haven't had enough coffee. All right, so we get to Wednesday and we can see on Wednesday, our moon begins to move into the zodiac sign of Scorpio. So with Scorpio, we are looking at a water energy. Water energy tends to be more fluid. It tends to be more flowy, also more emotional. Now with Scorpio, we can get into things, like get into the root of things, getting to the bottom of things. This is energy where if you need to go deep into research, if you're researching something and you want to dive in deep, this is a really good energy for it. Water signs are also really good for creativity, for being creative, really being in the flow, which is a really, really good energy for us creatives that are creating, whether that's content, artwork, things that we are presenting to the world, things that we are creating, especially for us business owners. We are creating programs and classes and workshops, material, right? We are bringing things into creation. So really good energy for that on Wednesday. And the other thing I want to say about Scorpio, every sign has its challenges, right? With Scorpio, there can be a tendency to be more controlling, a little bit more dominant. Manipulation can happen during these times. So I want you to be cautious of that too, whether that's you being in that energy or receiving that energy, right? Be mindful of tactics that could be around you. Do some really good protection and clearing, keeping your aura clean. If you've got some selenite, this is a selenite knife here, you got that to clear your aura, right? If you're saging, use sage. Just make sure you use something after that to really protect the energy, because sage is so powerful. It cleans everything out. That you also want to make sure that you're sealing it with something that is also really protective. So whether you do that with crystals, essential oils, or even just visualizing light or burning incense. Okay. Getting into our next day, we're also still going to be in that energy on Thursday as well. So we've got that Wednesday and Thursday energy of that water moon in Scorpio. Okay, moving on to a Friday. What day are we at? You know, you lose a day when there's a holiday. Am I right? So Friday and Saturday, we move into our energy of Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius is a fire sign. It is an action sign. It is ruled by the planet Jupiter. So when we think of this energy, it's expansion, it's growth, right? So when we're in our fire signs, you may be finding that energy is good for opening things up, for growing, for expanding things. So whatever it is that you're working on right now that you're ready to grow or expand, this would be some really powerful energy for that. It's also right here on what's called the MC, the medium coli. And so when we look at that, this is being visible, being out there, being known, right? It's what we're known for. And so if you look at that with Sagittarius, how do you want to grow your visibility? How do you want to expand in your way of showing up? How do you want to expand what you're known for? What can you do to do that, right? This energy also rules higher education or higher learning, philosophy, beliefs, expanding those beliefs, religion, as well as foreign travel. So there may even be a feeling of wanting to expand the environment or go plan a trip, right? A foreign trip or going somewhere to a different land. It doesn't necessarily mean you got to go out of the country, right? We can go to a different state, we can go a different area and expand our horizon. All right. And then finally on Sunday, we move into our beautiful energy of Earth. Capricorn is our Earth sign. And Capricorn is a really beautiful sign if you want to get things done, if you want to get into things, to do some work, to get into focus, and to really push through. Saturn is who rules Capricorn, and he is really good at like getting us into focus. So although we start off our week a little harder, a little flighty, a little hard to focus, by the time we get to Sunday, our Capricorn energy is really going to ground us in. So the flip side, right? If we are an air sign, Sunday and Monday of next week might be a little bit harder for you. So keep that in mind. This beginning of this week is really good energy for you to get going, especially with that fire sign on Friday and Saturday. And then come Sunday, Monday, we're probably going to have that energy slow down for you. So if that's the case, use that to your advantage. For those of you that are the water signs, you'll probably also really love this energy too, because it's a lot more grounding. So we can use that energy. If we've been a little all over the place, we can use Capricorn to bring us really nicely into a really grounded, stable position. All right, so let's talk about a couple of other things, because we do have, as we see here on our chart, our moon is moving, right? It started over here and it has been moving. And so by the time we get to Saturday, it is going to be really close to our beautiful planet of Venus and Mars. As we get to Sunday, you'll see it just crosses over. So it will be what's called conjunct over that weekend. So looking at Saturday and Sunday. And so the moon conjunct Mars in Venus is a very passionate time, a very social time. So you may be feeling like getting out and doing things. You may be feeling more passionate about something, which could go two ways, right? We can use that energy to bring out something that we're really working towards or working on or desiring. We can also, on the flip side, be so passionate about something that we can get stuck and we can overshare with people and not really allow somebody to have their own opinion. I can tend to see this with when the Mars conjunct Venus, or Mars in particular, we can get a little stuck in our thought and belief, and it can really, right? We get really passionate about it. So if there is a little bit of a flare up, meaning a little bit of conversation that doesn't go the best, some arguing, some fighting, know that it is going to pass and it will just be for a couple of days. Just be mindful of the conversations that you're having. If you start to feel that come on, take a few deep breaths and calm yourself down, because it doesn't have to be a full-blown argument. Okay. The other thing I want to mention is, as you can see, our moon is getting closer here to our sun, right? This is our sun, this little circle with the dot in the center. So it's getting closer, which means when the sun and moon are together, that is our new moon. So we are in the mode this week of finally wrapping up anything that we have set our intention for with this new moon. We're in the final, the third stage, the third cycle of this lunar cycle. And this is the time to kind of wrap things up, to kind of finish things up that we've been working on with our intention that we set for the new moon. So I want you to refer back to that new intention that you set on our new moon. What was it? What still needs to get wrapped up, or what still needs to get done? You also might realize that you need another lunar cycle to complete that. And if that's the case, that's fine, right? You can use this energy right now to kind of figure that out. Now, we are going to be moving, our energy is lowering. It is getting, where our full moon is our highest expression, it's the highest energy. Our new moon is the lowest. So we are on that kind of downward going of energy. So if you start to feel over this weekend and into next week, like your energy just kind of dropping and wanting to sleep more and relax more and chill more, that is definitely what this energy is. That next week, beginning of next week, it will definitely be that time to start reflecting and reevaluating as we prepare for new moon. So I did want to let you know that, because this is a really nice time to finish anything off. And we've got some really good energy with this Libra and Sagittarius, Scorpio really to think things through, and then Capricorn to get any final work done as we fade off into our new moon. Now, the final thing I do want to remember, I do want to bring to your attention as we are getting closer to it, you can see that our sun right here is next to what is Jupiter. So our sun is going to be conjunct Jupiter in just a few days, and it will be conjunct through the middle of March. This is a really good time of happiness, of optimism, where we want to experience everything to its fullest. It's like I like to call it the 3 E's. It's experience, expansion, and extravagance. It's it's like go big or go home kind of energy. So over the next little bit less than a month, maybe about 3 weeks, we'll be in this energy with our sun and Jupiter. So use this to your advantage, right? This is why we look at astrology. Know that this is a really good time to experience things, to expand things, and to go big or go home. All right, my friend, that wraps it up for today for our energy forecast for February 21st through the 27th. As always, remember, close your eyes and take a deep breath and find peace. See you next week.